The whole concept of the light, the way it kills it in 1 minute, that's pretty powerful.
President Donald Trump is touting the power of sunlight against the coronavirus in new research from the Department of Homeland Security Science and Technology Directorate. S&T Director Bill Bryan says hotter temperatures, humidity, and sunlight kills the virus in saliva droplets on surfaces and in the air.
Our most striking observation to date is the powerful effect that solar light appears to have on killing the virus, both surfaces and in the air. We've seen a similar effect with both temperature and humidity as well.
Recently, the World Health Organization said exposing yourself to the sun or to temperatures higher than 25 degrees Celsius or about 77 degrees Fahrenheit does not prevent the coronavirus. The WHO saying you can catch COVID-19 no matter how hot or humid the weather is. The WHO also warned about not using UV light to disinfect your body, saying UV radiation can cause skin irritation. Bryan says S&T scientists are also studying disinfectants like bleach and isopropyl alcohol.
Bleach will kill the virus in 5 minutes. Isopropyl alcohol will kill the virus in 30 seconds, and that's with no manipulation.
The president wondered if injecting disinfectant into someone's body could kill the virus.
And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or almost a cleaning?
Health experts quickly took to social media to warn people not to drink bleach or isopropyl alcohol to kill COVID-19.
I just literally felt like I was fighting for my life.
David Cruz battled a disease so dangerous it threatened the lives of his family. David doesn't know for sure how he or the rest of his family contracted COVID-19, but he says there was a common link. They all visited their mother at Life Care Center in Kirkland in February. David was the first to start showing symptoms of COVID-19. Then fear set in.
And please, don't let my family suffer. Don't let my mother and my father and others, and then my sister got sick.
1 week after David contracted coronavirus, his sister Karen and brother Phil got sick. Then COVID-19 targeted their father and mother, both in their late 80s. By mid-March, all 5 family members were battling this deadly disease.
You know, it really did feel at times that we were in a life and death situation.
The sweating at night, the high fevers, the headache was absolutely horrendous.
I met with Karen and David after they fully recovered, 6 feet apart to practice social distancing.
Oh God, please protect my family.
At times, their support and love for one another had to be communicated through a window.
I love you. I love you.
The Cruz family credits their faith, friends, and children for support and believe their good health prior to COVID-19 helped them beat the disease.
My father and mother being reunited together is amazing. To see the love in their faces when they touch each other is just an incredible story.
I love you.
The joy in their recovery, however, comes with an awareness that so many others are still suffering and so many lives lost.
Sometimes you feel that because you realize how fortunate you are that you came through it when you know a lot of other people didn't.
In the face of a terrifying pandemic, the Cruz family hopes their story encourages people to trust our local medical care and the power of believing that your body can overcome COVID-19.
That's the most important thing right now, is that there is hope.
As we continue to navigate the world of coronavirus and how to stop its spread, so too is Metro. The number of riders will now be limited, 12 to those 40-foot buses and 18 to the larger ones. If a bus is full and no one requests a stop, the operator keeps on going. But if a rider wants off, here's where things change at that stop.
Everybody who's there intending to board can get on, and operators are not supposed to prevent that. So it kind of defeats the purpose of the policy.
Eric Stark, a Metro operator of 9 years, says that opens the door for potential overcrowding, especially when it comes to non-destinational riders. Metro says it recently shuffled around its security staff to help enforce social distancing.
Even with greatly reduced service, I don't believe we have enough security personnel to cover every bus at every time of day that we're operating. If we could go to a reservation-only system at night, we can eliminate picking up those folks.
Metro says no decisions have been made when it comes to that, but that it is something being discussed.
I hope we see some real changes here soon for the sake of our operators and for the riding public.
Meat aisles could look a little bare if coronavirus keeps hammering the nation's food processors. Tyson Fresh Meats is the latest to close following an outbreak. The company says it will stay shuttered until all 1,400 employees are tested.
At a slaughterhouse, that could a couple-day interruption have an effect? It can, because it is that the inventories are managed that tightly.
And like Tyson, a handful of slaughterhouses across the country have temporarily closed after dozens or even hundreds of workers got sick. State health officials are tracking it.
Now we're learning about more outbreaks actually in business settings among essential workers.
That can mean some temporary changes for shoppers, too.
It can be holes on the shelf. It can be a temporary out of stock for some stores. Maybe
local retail consultant Bert Hamilton says it's a challenge to change the way these plants operate because they aren't set up for social distancing.
And if it had to be reconfigured to do that, one would suspect there'd be some time involved, and maybe the production rates, the efficiency of that production rate would go down.
Experts say the U.S. food supply chain is one of the most efficient in the world, but a lot depends on the essential workers in that pipeline staying healthy.
But there are going to be disruptions and hiccups along the way if we have situations like this.